All right, 16 seconds early, yeah, let's do it. We've got trivia to do, and I'm very excited because we've got some great teams tonight. We got some classics. We've got what do we got? We've got Toss a Coin to Your Twitcher, yeah? We've got bloody Vin Diesel's Electric Mayhem, Culture Vultures. We've got the very wonderful Happiness is a Warm Gun, who I think plays by himself, but maybe not, I'm not sure. I think we've got Gira of Trivia back. We've got the Old Timer. We've got a very exciting team joining us. We've got Fellowship of the Quiz back tonight. Two Towers edition. We lost Fellowship of the Quiz a couple months ago when they had to go back to work. So welcome back to the fellowship. It's been bloody lovely to see you back in the streams. Pop Cultist, welcome back, Pop Cultist. And a big round of applause for Ben, our moderator, our OG moderator, who is with us tonight. That's right, Beyonce Knowles is who Paul plays with, but quite frankly, he doesn't need a team because he's goddamn excellent all on his own. Someone went bug hunting on the weekend, that's very exciting. Ben saw Bill and Ted 3, I do want to see it. What else has been going on? We're all having our 6-month Twitch anniversary, which is alarming. Thank you for saying loving sleigh bells. I have to say, although this is a collaborative playlist, I did add that, so I'm going to take that compliment. Speaking of, if you missed it last week, I've since, to rectify the fact that we can no longer have a fun playlist together, I've since got Spotify Premium so I can log into it on the Netherworld computer and we can still have our songs. So I have made a collaborative playlist called the Democratic Republic of Trivia. I linked it in the chat, so you can scroll up, add whatever you want. Obviously, someone added some crazy songs last week, which we all enjoyed would be a stretch, but I appreciated everyone's personal flavor. I think collaborative playlist etiquette is to not add a full album. That's what I would say. Not to be picky, but if I was to make a rule, that might be it. Do add away my sweets. I love that Ben is doing my job for me and is telling everyone how trivia is played because I'm just talking nonsense. But he's quite right. He is quite right. It is 2 rounds of 40 questions, all pop culture. If you would like the official answer sheet, please play it. Please download it in the panels below. It's linked there. Otherwise, you can write it wherever you want. You can write it in your phone if you bloody well want. Whatever you want. The big rule is no answers in the chat. At this stage, we're all pretty tried and true here, so I think no one's doing no answers in no chat. Obviously, you are marking your own honesty systems rule, and as I mentioned last week, we have had a couple of people suggest that they think there might be some foul play, and obviously I cannot moderate that. So, all I will say, the same as I said last week, all you have to do is look inside and decide if you want the guilt when you eventually die on your deathbed. Do you want the guilt haunting you? That's all I'll say about cheating. Take note of that Instagram handle. That's where we're sending our comics to. Here is the winner from last week, because it was Keanu's birthday and he was having a sad birthday. That person won a $30 venue voucher, which will be given out again, as it always is. So get your pens at the ready. Obviously, we haven't discussed the theme for this week, but as always, the floor is open for everyone to suggest some things. It's normally something that's happened this week in the news. It can be a combination of things if we're feeling uninspired. What's going on in the chat whilst I was talking? Thelma Plun came into my work today and I wasn't there. That's so sad. You missed the Queen, Thelma. Anonymous in Oz is asking for us to do a return of the poems. Yeah, we haven't done poems in a month or so. Let's do poems again. We'll do a prize for best poem, which will be a Netherworld pin, which, as you know, is our special pin you can only win by winning a game or a comic competition in Twitch trivia. But we'll extend it to poems for those who are more interested in words than the form, the human form, the drawing form, something. Oh, welcome to the bitches who just signed in. Scott from Canada just popped in, which is relevant because the notice board this week, we've got more news from Scott, who has sent me a consistent stream of Wally pictures since he got his new kitty. So if you're wondering about how Wally is doing in Canada, that is your update. Now, of course, I do have one more notice board announcement, which is very important and will require you all to sing a song before we move on and get started. I don't know if I've seen Stupid Sexy Goldblum in the chats tonight, but it is Stupid Sexy Goldblum's 40th birthday tonight, and even if they aren't here with us, let's all sing them a birthday song, because 40 is quite large, and they've been with us from day one of Twitch Trivia. Okay, let's do it. Happy birthday to you, doo-doo-doo. Happy birthday to you, ba-da-ba. Happy birthday to Stupid Sexy Goldblum. Happy birthday to you. I don't think Stupid Sexy Goldblum is here, but I think that he would have felt it, or she would have felt it, down in Melbourne, regardless. Happiness is a warm gun. Does that meme say happy birthday, find a way? Yes, it does. Alright, let's get going. Round one, question one. Who's ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Kim Kardashian, big news in the reality TV world, announced in the last 24 hours. Kim K just confirmed that Keeping Up with the Kardashians will finally come to an end after what number season airs. So, hopefully, I'm sure you probably didn't miss this e-news. Kim announced it on her Instagram. What number season will be the last season? Yes, my sweet jack of the bitches, I can link the playlist again. Give me one hot second. Copy playlist link. Oh, Caitlin's already done it because Caitlin is a legend. Too quick for me. I hope you're all excited to realize that I have added some proclaimers to our playlist, so hopefully we'll get serenaded by some dulcet Scottish tunes before the night is out. Alright, pick a number, any number. Question 2. This is a truly questionable cosplay. Sometimes I do cosplays that, like, let's face it, are pretty good, or at least better than we could ever do, or I could ever do, speak for myself. This questionable cosplay is indeed questionable and could be difficult to guess, but open your minds, as Trelawney would say, and have a think, and I'm prepared with hints if nobody knows it. You let me know if you know it. Oh my goodness! Our German friend is back! Well, willkommen! Wie geht es dir? Wie geht's dir? That's not right. Welcome back. You were the highlight of our week last week. I hope, how's Germany been in the last week? Let us know. And for the rest of you, tell me if you know this character, because I will give you a hint if you don't, because it is pretty shit cosplay. I mean, I actually love a low-key, low-brow, cheap cosplay, but whatever's playing, it is Summoner Big Black Delta. Alright, Happiness is a warm gun, had a wild guess. Guess but nothing good. Hint maybe. All right. I feel like we will do the hint. This character is a character from a video game. They are a video game character. They might have been seen in other forms outside of the video game, if the video game has ever been in other forms, but you will know them probably most likely from the game. Ooh, Steve has attributed this excellent playlist pick from Emily, his lovely wife. Did the video game thing help anyone? At the very least, as always, you can guess the game or the source of the characters, like guess their fandom, and I'll give you a half point for that. I will say that on the character, the balls that are coming off their beanie sit lower, like around the belt region. It's an abstract one, but I haven't truly challenged you before now, so this is it. I will give one more hint. The game has been both a book and a TV series. It's been both a book and a TV series as well as a game. That is your hint. Hopefully you can have a guess at what the game is and get a half point. Stupid Sexy Goldblum's here. Stupid Sexy Goldblum, did you get your song? All right, everyone, we have to sing again for Stupid Sexy Goldblum. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. They're 40, and they also missed this beautiful sexy slide we made them. So, ready? Happy birthday to you. It's a fast one. Happy birthday to you. Happy 40th birthday, Stupid Sexy Goldblum. I'm sorry I chose the wrong Goldblum in Subjective 7 in week 3, but we love you, and I bet you don't look a day over 23. Yes, take a screenshot and put it in your spank bank. Let's get back to question 2. I think I've given enough hints for that. I'm going to move us on. Question 3, possibly a bit weird for some, but I know we've got some fans out there, as we have had Neon Genesis Evangelion requested a few times. It's a this or that. We have 6 points. Is this a Neon Genesis Evangelion episode title or a post-rock song? As always, they could be all of one, or it could be 50-50. I've never done all of one, so you can probably make a safe bet that it's a combination. So, number 1, The Silent Phone. Number 2, Rain After Running Away. Number 3, Take Me Somewhere Nice. Number 4, The Beast That Shattered I at the Heart of the World. Number 5, Iron Glacier. Number 6, Memorial Orchestra. Which of these is a Neon Genesis Evangelion episode and which is a post-rock song? update from our German friend. I once fell asleep watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, but to be fair, it aired at 3 a.m. and it was during one of those motionless scenes with inner monologues. You know what? You really can't be blamed. Quite frankly, it's prescribed as a sedative in some parts of the world, and that's no knock. It's just meditative. It's melodic. It burrows its way into your internal synapses and puts them to sleep. Alright, no, take a guess. You've always got the ability to shoot and score with these questions. I am going to move us on to question 4. What is the order of the Avatar cycle? Is it A, Earth, Air, Water, Fire? Is it B, Fire, Air, Water, Earth? Is it C, Water, Air, Earth, Fire? Or D, Air, Fire, Water, Earth? We have many Avatar fans in our motley crew. I do get requests for this every week. Hopefully we're all over it. As always, thank you for your requests. They keep me titillated and challenge me often. Oh my gosh, 69 people are watching. Hee. Nice. Team Lemon, Stealing Horse, Sim Habit. A, B, C or D, have a guess, because we're going to move on to something I'm not sure if it's going to be hard or it's going to be easy. I know I've done one thing in this that is going to be quite hard, but that's alright. I've made it worth 5 points, so if you get it, you really earn it. We're going to pause the music, and we're going to listen to this little mashup I've made of famous bass lines. I would like you to guess the 5 famous songs from their bass lines. There's a bit of there's one outlier in there, but I'll talk about that if you need hints. Song title, as well as artist, please. Here we go. I gave you a little bit more of the last one because I do think it's the hardest one. It's definitely the most contemporary. I am going to play that again, never fear. I'm so sorry I didn't include Valerie. How are we going? Does anyone know that last one? As I said, it is the more contemporary. It is quite new. So I think it's probably the hardest to guess because of that. I would like the artists and songs. I am going to play it again. Hopefully Hackness is a warm go and can hear it this time. Some of the volumes are a bit variant. So maybe just turn it up on your end. Alright, how are we going? How are we going with that? Has anyone got a few? Has anyone got most? Let me know. I mean, it's worth 5 points. Hopefully you've got two, or even one's not bad. I'm open to playing it one more time if anyone needs it. Just let me know. Let a girl know. Well, we got 3 out of 5. Well, we got a 0 out of 5. Wow. Fellowship of the Quiz coming back strong. Got 4 or 5. Alright, we're going to do one more time. One more time. A few people wanted it again. You lot crack me up. Alright, let's keep going. Question 6 is waiting for us. Who has been played in the movie by both Robert Downey Jr. and Eddie Izzard? Good old Eddie. We love Eddie. I haven't thought about Eddie in a while. Oh, Caitlin, Forever has my back. Let's talk about Comic Queen. What happened this week in the world? What did happen this week in the world that's worthy of a comic? Anything specific? Or are we going like broad world news? What have I read? Well, I mean, the Kardashians being cancelled. But I don't know if that's quite worthy. Oh, what about gender reveal parties? What about the gender reveal parties that keep setting off wildfires and how rubbish they are? Not, alright, I think that's a yes for a gender reveal party theme. Oh, thank you. I'll turn the music down. I didn't turn it down since that song. Thank you, Kat. Thank you very much, Kat. So if you missed it because the music was loud, my suggestion for comic theme is the gender reveal party news that's been going around at the moment, because people keep doing big explosions and they're causing fires, and it is highly representative of the violence of the gender binary. Alright, turning the music down a bit more. Apologies, I forgot to turn it down again since we played that song. Happy to hear any other suggestions, but I think that's a great comic theme. So let's go with that until somebody comes up with anything else. You've got to the end of round 2 to send me your comics over Instagram. I'll show you the link again later. And if you do the best comic, you win a $30 venue voucher. for this very venue, in the dungeon of which I sit in the dungeon. Let's move on. Subjective 7, we're here already. A straight up kind of Subjective 7 this week. Last week's was very involved in random, so I've gone back on the straight and narrow. I'd like to know a simple best film. Which is the very best film that stars Nicole Kidman? And yes, as always, there's a right answer. Take your pick, it's worth a point. There's no shortlist for this one. In case you missed it, the news of the week theme for the comics is the gender reveal party news that's going around. You can do a quick Google if you don't know what that is. As always, we need to remember to include a comic monster, which I think we've been forgetting to do. And you know, no hard and fast rules, except that is a rule. So do better. No, I'm kidding, sort of. Oh wow, that's cool. One of Nicole's movies was filmed in Caitlin's hometown, and I wonder what film that is. I would make a guess, but I don't want to I don't want to throw out any suggestions. Alright, take a guess with your team, take a pick, take a chance, break away. Question 8, Eve Plum, which I've said pictured in brackets, which I've never done before because you would assume that I have put a picture of her if I included a picture. But there we go. Eve Plum, pictured, played which character in a classic sitcom? I'm not telling you the sitcom, that's the fun bit. If you know exactly who she played, you can tell me what it is, but if you are not sure, you can look at her face, try and work it out, or at the very least guess a classic sitcom for a half point. Alrighty. That's so great. Grace's cat ran on the keyboard. I didn't know what you were trying to communicate with us, Grace, but I was totally here for it. If that was the mode that you were choosing to talk with us tonight. I love that a Poco Trout has strict house rules to love Eve Plum. Alright, we might be ready to move on then. Question 9. Identify the 3 cities from the pandemic board. And the 3 cities I want are the 3 cities that have been marked with red stars. This is what I like to call a question that you write when somebody asks for geography, which isn't a pop culture theme. But it's led us to this fun pandemic question, which is highly relevant for many reasons. If you haven't played the game, you might still be able to make a pretty solid guess if you know your geography. Tell me the 3 cities based on this pandemic board layout, and the 3 cities I want, as I said, are the cities that have been marked by a red star. Interesting question has been raised by WGWRF. Why would a cat stomp on the keiki for so long? Maybe because it's trying to tell you it's pregnant with a kitten. Is your cat 1 female, 2 desexed? So you're saying they're not pregnant. Bugger. There goes that theory. How are we going with our countries of the world? I'm sorry, cities of the world, rather. I have to admit I was a little bit mean, at least about one. It's not necessarily... Oh, well, actually, I won't speak to your geographic knowledge, but it's probably not, like, making the top 10 of known cities anytime soon. Three cities. Let's do it. Okay, shall we move on? Shall we move on to question 10? What is the all-time #1 Australian film at the Australian box office? Is it A, Australia, B, Happy Feet, C, Crocodile Dundee, or D, Babe? And before you ask, I'm not including things that are adjusted for inflation, although I do think the answer's the same either way. Ignore the bold, it's just a random accidental bold. You can decide whether you take the bait or not. Wow, it's 7 o'clock. I need to go faster. It's your decision whether to take the bold bait or not. Are you ready for your first game? It is, well, first and only game. It is for a pin, and it is charades. So let's do it. If you want to play, you need this Instagram handle. You need to message me the handle if you know it. The first person to message me the correct answer will be sent this very special pin, which is the Mike Wazowski pin. Oh, a fun fact from Caitlin. Australia was the movies filmed in my hometown. I'm so interested to see what everyone put for the last question. Alright, here we go. Oh, thank God. Somebody's got it right. Amazing. Amazing. We got it. We got it. Oh, goodness. Sorting your chair out. Moving on. Question 11. Thank you to the 3 teams that requested Love on the Spectrum. Very sweet. Who did Ruth end up finding love with in ABC's Love on the Spectrum? This is a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. Who is Ruth with in Love on the Spectrum? Just a first name will do. Question 12. It's a movie plot explained badly feature, which is a trend going around on Twitter where people explain movies badly, and you get to guess what movie they're talking about. Lost girl kills the first person she meets, then teams up with others to kill again. What movie is that? And yes, Ben's quite right. It wasn't bold in the other slide. It was steam. It's just a giant psych test. A giant psych test. That's what we'll call it. Nice. Lemon Stealing Whores have this one. Very good. I am in fact saying it was the Aurora Borealis. You're right, Scott. I'm going to assume that some other people have this because I might move us on because I'm dragging my feet. Which Australian actress is set to play Diana, Princess of Wales, in the upcoming series The Crown? Which, very excitingly, The Crown Season 4 is All right, I'm going to move us on to answers. So if you're a scribe, make sure you've written in any guesses that you haven't yet made, because you don't want to give up points now, do you? Tess from Aliens, Totally Flexible Aliens, has agreed to be my proofreader, but that would mean that Aliens would be losing a very strong player, so I don't know if it's worth it. I think we can all deal with the occasional typo. Alright, I'm doing it, scribes. I'm doing the answers, so we better be ready. Here we go. It is season 20. Season 19 of The Kardashians is airing this year. Season 20 is airing next year, and that's going to be the last season. So season 20, there you go. Question 2. Bloody well done if you got this, because it was hard. This cosplayer was Death Mold from Witcher 2. If you guess Witcher, I will give you a half point. If you got Death Mold, you be proud of that. You be proud. Question 3. Here we go. So number 1, the silent phone, was Neon Genesis. Number 2 was Neon Genesis. Number 3 was a song. Number 4 was Neon Genesis. Number 5 was a song. Number 6 was a song. So we had an even split, 50-50. 3 Neon Genesis, 3 songs. Oh, wow. Vinny D got 6 out of 6. That's bloody well done. This is one of the harder this or that's too, I think. Alright. Question 4. It is B. Fire, air, water, earth. Question 5. Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. Led Zeppelin, Kashmir. The Beatles, Day Tripper. Tool, Schism. And Taylor Swift, Lover. If you got the last one, you be proud of that. 5 points. If you got any number of points, that's pretty good. That was tricky. Rage, Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Tool, Taylor. If you got the artist but you didn't get the songs, or the other way around, you can have a half point for each section. So half a point for the artist, half a point for the song titles. Alright. Wow, I didn't realize the Broncos used Kashmir as like their call-on anthem. That's amazing. Alright, question 6. Who has been played in a movie by both these dudes? It's Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin. Question 7 is, of course, Moulin Rouge. You cannot tell me that you didn't put Moulin Rouge. If so, wow. Who hurt you? Alright, wow. Has Steve never seen Moulin Rouge? That's brutal to my heart. Okay, Jan Brady, the very best Brady from the Brady Bunch. It is Jan Brady. Question 9, Atlanta, Khartoum, and Beijing. Our geography question. For 3 points, Atlanta, Khartoum, Beijing. Apples and bananas. I like to eat. Scott, I thought we were best friends, and now we can't be best friends because you don't like Moulin Rouge. Honestly, this is so heartbreaking. Atlanta, Khartoum, Beijing. Question 10. No surprises, it was Crocodile Dundee. Real doozy, missing that one. I'll make it up to you by asking you a Crocodile Dundee question next week, in which the answer is not revealed in the question. Our pin winner for our charades. The charades was, the answer was Arrested Development in honor of Stupid Sexy Goldblum's 40th birthday. We love you, Stupid Sexy Goldblum. Our winner was Eswen. ESWEN. That's the handle on Instagram. Eswen, you got the answer to me first. You have won a pin. I will send you a message, and we will send it to you. Question 11, Thomas. Thomas Riddle is who Ruth has actually married since, which is very nice. Just Thomas was fine. The Wizard of Oz kills the Wicked Witch of the East at the start, was it? And then eventually tries to kill and does kill Wicked Witch of the West. Elizabeth Debicki, who you probably most recently saw in Tenet. Look at this amazing casting. Is she not born to play Diana? Well done, whoever chose that. Question 14, it is C, Donna. Donna. Question 15. Tell Buckman she's so high. Half a point for the eyes, half a point for the song title, a full point in total. Formula One. I have a question for you. This is a question that I was going to make a subjective 7, then I realized that it was stupid and no one would let me forget it. What character from any movie, human or humanoid or creature, does this picture of a car remind you of? Which character does this picture of a car remind you of? That is my special question. There's no prizes or points, but I'm just curious to see if anyone's mind works the same way. If you said car racing, I'll give you, I don't know, what do we think? I think maybe I'll give you a half point for car racing. Yeah, we'll go a half point for car racing, just because I think some people said Formula One. Oh, Paul is the closest with Boba Fett. No, car racing gets a half point, definitely, Fellowship. Everyone, keep thinking about this, because I'm going to move us on. It's C, Swordfish. I think we should all rewatch Finding Nemo. What a great movie. Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Talk less, smile more. That is the advice. Everyone watch Hamilton. Question 19. 2007 was Atonement, the devastating Atonement. 2011 was Hannah, his stint with Saoirse Ronan Part 2. And 2017 was The Darkest Hour, the old Gary Oldman, Winston Churchill film, which everyone said was average, but Gary was great. So those are our 3 Joe Wright films. Britt, now you know something about Joe Wright. Well done if you got these 3. And it was B. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and Eartha Kitt have all been impersonated 3 times in all of RuPaul Drag Race history. That leads us to our character, which you'll just have to keep thinking about. Make sure you lock in an answer for round 1 though, so just to see if you can get those 5 points at the end. We're going to have a quick 7-minute break. I might even bring us back after 5. We'll see how we're going. Everyone, go to the loo, fill up your drinks, get some more snacks, do whatever you want, add up your scores for round 1, post them in the chat so we can all see how we're doing, and we'll be back very soon. Okay. Off the bat, 18.5 for toss a coin, 18 for Brit, team fourth place was 13, fellowship of the quiz, a solo 23, Super Nintendo 23.5. Scrolling down, ooh, Hidden Ham got 28, Vinny D 27.5. I think Hidden Ham's got our top score at the moment, unless I've missed something above, let me know. So Hidden Ham is the team to beat currently. Wally is attacking Scott's pants. Big news from Canada. Let's commence round 2, I think. Question 21. Which song has not won a Eurovision competition? A. La La La, B. Ding a Dong, C. Pump Pump, or D. Ne partez pas sans moi. Nice. Paul, all on his own, got 24 points. That's pretty impressive. Some Eurovision. I feel bad. I'm yet to watch the Eurovision film, even though many people have told me it's great. It's just not happened for me. Oh, I forgot to tell you who I think that race car reminds me of. It reminds me of Sebulba from, obviously, Phantom Menace. Sebulba.
I told you before, I don't drive by. I'm a wise guy. I just stop.
How does one ding a dong? That is the existential question we should all really commit to in the next week, I think.
Because I'm a wise guy. I'm a wise guy.
Now this is pod racing. I hope everyone can see the Sebulba resemblance now that we say it. I don't think it looked like Sebulba's racer. I think it looked like Sebulba's face. It was the same shape of Sebulba. It looked like Sebulba himself. Alright, question 22. For the lovely team that's requested Aladdin, our OG Aladdin, what did Jafar turn the Sultan, Raja, Abu, and the carpet into? A parrot, a lion, a mouse, a pillow. C, a servant, a mouse, a fly, a shirt. B, a servant, a mouse, a fly, a shirt. C, a jester, a baby tiger, a toy, a thread. Or D, a clown, a toy lion, a statue, or a needle. I am, of course, talking about our final showdown when Jafar's just throwing his magic around. What does he transform Sultan, Raja, Abu, and the carpet into?
Keep me cockatoo cool, curl. Keep me cockatoo cool. Oh, don't go acting the fool, curl.
Prince Abubu.
All together now, tie me kangaroo down, sport. Tie me kangaroo down.
Wow, who queued up Tie Me Kangaroo Down?
And take me
This is the beauty, this is the fun, unexpected joy of a collaborative playlist. Oh no, I don't know. I don't think I knew Rolf Harris was a creep, but I guess it doesn't surprise me. Alright, A, B, C, or D. No bolds to help you this time. Question 23. What 1969 Kurt Vonnegut novel is subtitled The Children's Crusade? Wow. Not a lot of love for the Rolf Harris selection, but the good news is
till I shoot through.
It's anonymous, I suppose, so no one knows who queued it up. And you know what? They may not have known his history. Only 40 more seconds. I'll queue up a banger next.
Tan me hide when I'm dead, Fred. Tan me hide when I'm dead.
Alright, question 24. What is the name of Vax's serpent belt from Critical Role? The one and only Critical Role. Is it A, Scales, B, Simon, C, Salazar, or D, Scott from Canada? What is the name of Vax's serpent belt from the wonderful Critical Role? Who knows enough about Critical Role to know this? I call my belt Gürtel. I think I remember that from German class. Thank you for sharing your Christian school story, Grace. Alright, let's move on. I am going to pause the music and move on to some more music. We have ourselves a little mashup of 5 end credit songs, so songs that rather famously were in the end credits of movies. I would like to know the films based on... Sorry, just there's only 4 films. I think I cut one out last minute because it was too hard.
How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? How often have you been there? Often enough to know.
It's driving rain, but it's alright. In fact, it's a guess, but it's
These tears we cry are falling rain for all the lies you told us. The hurt.
Alright, yes. I did end up cutting out one of the songs. I didn't change it. It should be just 4 films. I put one song in and I decided I was being too cruel and it was too hard. But yes, in this instance, the points is correct. I'm going downhill fast this evening.
How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? How often have you been there? Often enough to know.
It's driving rain, but it's alright. In fact, it's a guess, but it's
These tears we cry are falling rain for all the lies you told us. The hurt.
Alright, I'll play it one more time, just to reiterate in case you missed it. There are only actually 4 songs because they took one out last minute. I didn't update the word. Even though I did proofread it, I just didn't see it because I obviously these SNL characters. And please name them after you've enjoyed them. Tell me the names of these 3 characters from SNL. Hopefully you've seen a few skits in your time. It is worth 3 points.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh, sorry, I missed Anastasia's question. Do made-for-television movies count? I'm talking, like, filmy films. In the cinema or equivalent, I suppose. Alright, I'll give you another 30 seconds on the characters and then we're going to reveal the second clue. And it's been a tricky cage tonight. I don't know if anyone's guessed it, to be honest, but I do like a challenge. You're all too smart, we need to challenge you sometimes. If you guessed this right, you'd have 3 points. I don't think anyone's going to get 5 points because no one has guessed it right, to me at least. Someone's asked, what the fuck are we listening to? To be honest, I'm not sure. Up on the housetop, DJ Doug Pound? I've never heard that one. And I can't hear it now, so I'm a bit in the dark. But, as always, if 10 people want to skip it, I'll skip it for you. Mind you, there's only 3 seconds left. Alright, here comes our last clue. Here's our second and last Nicolas Cage clue. I'm after a book character. I've already told you that this character has probably appeared on other platforms as well, but they were originally a book character. If your team can guess it based on the 2 clues, remember we have to put the clues together. They do not stand alone. They slot together nicely. If you guess this one, you can have 3 points added to your final score. If you get it, if you send it to me first, then you can have a very special prize, a pin in fact.
He found his aroma like a certain appeal. He could clear the savannah after every meal.
I must answer the soul, though I seem thick-skinned. And it hurt that my friends never stood downwind. And oh, the shame! What's a shame? What a change in my name!
I'll give you a minute to have a think, and then we are going to do answers for round 2. So scribes, prepare anything that you have left blank. And my drawers, you have maybe 5 minutes or so to send in your comics. Alright, I think the answers have come around. by which to mean to say I'm about to do the answers. The moderator's busy tonight, guys. He's swift, he's mean, he's extra modding keen, he's Benjamin. Alright, let's do it. Answers. Round 2. C, Pump Pump. Never won Eurovision, sadly. Sounds like a banger. Question 22. It is C, a jester, a baby tiger, a toy, and a thread. Question 23 is Slaughterhouse 5, the fabulous Kurt Vonnegut book. Question 24. It is B. Simon. Baxter's serpent belt is called Simon. 25. Let me know if you got The Social Network, because I thought that was tricky and well done. The Social Network, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Iron Man, and The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Two Towers is important. Very excited that we had a Two Towers question tonight when we had a Fellowship Two Towers return happening in the teams. So four films, not 5. Arika, that was an Arika special, that one. God help me. Question 26. It was John McCain. Look at him go. We've got ourselves a US Navy person in Case Dutton. Groovy Grape. It was Groovy Grape, not Bridge Grape. Groovy Grape was the flavour for a full point. And for an extra point, it's 180 centimetres of tape. A was Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. That was just 1 point for both of them. If you said either Nicole Kidman or Tom Cruise, you can have a point. If you said both, party, no extra points. That is Madonna's daughter. And that's Little Apple, all grown up, Gwyneth Paltrow's kid. 3 points there. Question 30. Owen Grady, Jurassic World. 1 point for Owen Grady, and if you couldn't remember his name, you can have a point for Jurassic World. Flaming Eyebrows has said in the chat, the end song of Fear and Loathing is the same as the end song for V for Vendetta. If you are right, I will check right now, but if you are right, you'll absolutely get a point for it. The answer, in the meantime, to question 31 was, of course, Slim Dusty. There's that documentary film Slim and I that's out at the moment, if anyone cares to learn a bit more about Joy and Slim. End credits song. I'm just fact checking this right now live, so we can just... I think it's a different song. I'm not awarding that a point. Sorry, there's a different song at the end of V for Vendetta. Question 32. The Red Heart. Standard, a little bit boring, but apparently the second most popular. Red Heart. This is false. Some news did come out that was sort of adjacent. It was that Tracy Ellis Ross and 3 other actresses are going to be doing a one-night special, I think on Zoom, a recreation of a Golden Girls episode with an all-black cast, but it was just a one-off event, and that's happening this year. It's not going to be a whole reboot next year, so that's false. Bruno Mars is the answer for the 60th Annual Grammy Awards. Question 35. It was Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle is the second lowest Rotten Tomato ratings of any Best Picture nominee of all time, second only to Anthony Adverse, pictured on the slide. I'm on Fire is the song that I wanted for question 36. Dead Island or D was 37. Hopefully the picture gave you a little bit of a clue. Marginal was the word challenge. The anagram of alarming that was situated, that means situated on the border or edge, was marginal. And thank you to the people that requested words. It was fun to do a different kind of question. 39 was Jesus Christ Superstar, and what a film it was. In question 40, we had Mary Catherine Gallagher, Mr. Robinson, and Stefan. If you said Mary Catherine or Mary Gallagher, or a combination of those names, I'll give you a point. Mr. Robinson for a point, and Stefan, our New York correspondent, for a third point. So, are we ready for our reveal of our Nicolas Cage? I'm happy to report that a couple of people did accurately guess it after the second clue, which was thrilling. The answer was Diana Barry, who is a character from the Anne of Green Gables book series and can be seen in the TV show adaptations. And well done to Anastasia, who got this answer in a solid 3 minutes before anyone else. That was a tricky Cage. But I also want to give a shout out to Rebecca Daniels, who was the other person who correctly guessed it. Because it was hard. So, runner-up, Rebecca, you did well. Those 3 extra points will help you, Anastasia, considering you're playing by yourself tonight. So, the time has come to add up your points. Remember, as you will if you've played before, and if you're new, rather than post in the chat, although you can do that, please submit your final scores to the Google form below. It's linked in the panels below. I like you to do that because then I can make a beautiful leaderboard table and I can post it on Netherworld's Facebook page and everyone can see how they did in a very fun and only slightly competitive way, because glory is the only thing we can win at Twitch Trivia. So go right ahead, do your maths, send me your scores right now, just because I'm gonna do up this table in the next 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I will post it on the Facebook page so you can see who won. But in the meantime, if you haven't got me a comic, I'll give you 10 seconds to send me it in, because I'm going to now judge the comics and we will award a $30 venue voucher to the best comic of the night. I've already chosen the best poem, so I'm going to read the best poem. This best poem wins a Netherworld pin as well. Well done to Fred on their excellent poem submission. There once was a gender reveal party where the parents were very foolhardy. They needed to learn that the environment can burn, but instead they cause death and tyranny. Thank you, Fred. A pin is coming your way. Now, let me just quickly have a look at these comics. These were all great entries. I have decided the winner, but I wanted to give a shout out to a couple first. I'll put them in the, I'll put all these in the, in the notice board next week so you can see them because they're excellent. I did want to give a shout out to one that just came in, which was just an amusing play on words, where it's like a CAA briefing and the banner says agenda reveal, like AGENDA is one word, and then a stick figure is saying, what do you mean I can't reveal it? That was cute. But I have decided to award the prize for a beautiful dinosaur drawing. Some dinosaurs are watching the meteor hit the earth, and a T-Rex is saying, look, it's a boy. And then a Brachiosaurus is saying, you fool, the gender binary is an outdated fallacy, which is funny because they're dinosaurs. So well done to that drawer. You are the winner. I will find you and send you a message. and then I will send you a $30 venue voucher. But all of these were all amazing actually tonight. I'll post them all. I really liked the Eldritch and Horror one as well. It was hard to choose. But I will put them all on the notice board so you can see them next week. Other than that, looking forward to seeing your scores and also your theme requests for next week. We'll see you next Wednesday. Goodbye to our Canadian friend who got it very early, and goodbye to our German friend who I'm not sure what time it is, but we thank you for gracing us with your presence. That is all from us. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Wednesday.